Hello and welcome to a review of Fulham versus Ipswich or Ipswich versus Fulham. Ipswich won, Fulham won. Liam Delap scoring after 15 minutes and an equaliser from Adama Traore, and that's all she wrote. I won't lie. This game was tactically very interesting, actually. I mean, if we want to delve into it a little bit deeper, we'll probably go for about 10 minutes today looking at this game. What I will say is that from the off, Ipswich pressed us really high, and when the ball was in possession with Bassey in particular and Robinson, Fulham found it really hard to get out because it was basically a combination of Amari Hutchinson and Liam Delap that pressed us so high that Fulham, whenever they cleared their lines, it would basically go straight back to Ipswich, and they basically swarmed us early on, and after 15 minutes they took the lead. Fulham started okay, but there were periods of play where we had the ball, and Adama Traore was our main threat down the right hand side, but eventually the ball was lost in Ipswich's own half, and then the ball was played forward to Delap, and he just ran and ran. And I was thinking, is someone going to try and close him down? But then again, keep your shape, and then he just hit for a shot from range. Should Leno have done better? Maybe actually he should have done better. Got a touch to it, and it went into the top corner. I have to say, last season I went to Forest away, and I've got to say that's one of the best atmospheres I've ever been to at a game, or one of the loudest atmospheres, should I say, that I've been to at a game. And this was on par. It was really noisy in Portman Road, and of course the occasion, first game in the Premier League where you feel like you might be able to get a result, and they did get a result. It was really loud, and they scored, and I thought, sloppy from Fulham. Throughout the whole game, Fulham really were quite just not at our best. I don't want to say words that are going to be detrimental. I would say words like disjointed or below par, but it was just in these attacking areas. The only time I felt like we were dangerous is when we were going down the right hand side. Ironically, the goal came from the left hand side, where Iwobi, and the only reason for that was because Robinson wasn't getting any joy. And then finally, Robinson got the overlapping run. Iwobi found him, low ball in, missed Muniz, and Adama finished it. It was a really good finish, actually, and a really well taken goal. Fulham playing it out from midfield into the attacking phases, and we got the equaliser. And on the balance of play, it was, I think, 1-1 actually felt okay at that moment. They had a header wide from a corner after 1-0. That could have been 2-0. But Fulham sort of steadied the game a little bit and got themselves back into the game by just holding a bit more of the ball and trying to get back into the game by, God, I've completely lost my train of thought. Ipswich were going into their formation and playing a little bit more defensively, which invited us to have the ball a little bit more, and then that's how Fulham will manage to break them down in the end. Just on that quick transition where we got the ball, played it to the left, and then Robinson's already scampering away. Then Muniz should have made it 2-1. I mean, the header, if it's either side of the keeper, it's 2-1. It went straight at the keeper. Rodrigo Muniz's best chance of the game. His only real chance of the game. He did quite well to hold up the ball initially. Then the ball went back out wide. The cross from Pereira was good, but apart from that, Fulham's crossing was so below par yesterday. Just not dangerous enough, not hitting the man. It was easily cleared by the Ipswich Town defence. And then just before half-time, Schmodik's almost scoring after Odebear's shot was well saved by the keeper. Schmodik should have scored, but he blasted it over, and that was half-time. I think at half-time, like I said, 1-1 was the correct result. Now, on reflection, I think Ipswich were the better team in the second half. Fulham had 4 chances in the second half, I can remember. 2 were shots blocked by Smith Rowe in the space of about 2 minutes. 1 from Iwobi, which was straight at the keeper, and then 1 from Jimenez. Whereas Ipswich had the better chances. Delap on the turn, it took a deflection of Bassey and went just wide. Jack Clark cutting in, shooting not just wide, but it went wide. It was a dangerous opportunity. And then Amari Hutchinson at the end with a really good save. There was also a chance where they were played through the middle. I think it was Delap that was through the middle when he was like almost clean through, and then Leonard came out and collected the ball. Quite a dangerous opportunity. Fotmob have given Leif Davis man of the match, 8.4. I did think he was very good. Fulham brought on Sander Berg, Raul Jimenez, Harrison Reed, Harry Wilson, and Tom Kearney. There was a chance right at the end, literally, like it would have been like past the 5th minute of added time, where Fulham were on the break. It was Traore and then Kearney, and he just couldn't get the ball up his feet. In fact, the tackle came in, and that's why. But there was a split second he could have played that pass a little. I am quite concerned about the performance levels of Kearney in the last Birmingham and Leicester and Ipswich off the bench. Is he losing his touch a bit? I hope not. I just think it was maybe one of those moments where he just didn't get his help in time. And then even then, when the tackle came in, Robinson slipped over. So maybe Fulham wouldn't have been away. I have to say that overall, a draw is. I'm pleased. I'm pleased to get out there alive with a point. I think Ipswich were really good at times in this game. That spell just after they scored, they were really dangerous. And moments towards the end of the game, I have to say that Ipswich, if they play like that, they'll get points against the likes of your Palaces, your Forest, Wolves, Evertons, teams that are just down there, Southampton, Brentford. Like they will get points. And I'm glad that that game's over and done with. So reflectively, 4 points from 3 games. We played a United team who just got the job done in the end, and Fulham were a bit wasteful in their opportunities. Fair enough. Beat Leicester, deservedly so. Good. And then drew to a newly promoted team who had their tails up because they were playing a team they realistically thought they could get some points from, and did, and made it really difficult for us and put us under pressure and had the better chances right at the end with Amari Hutchinson. Therefore, I'm quite satisfied with 4 points from 3. I remember me and Joe were speaking before the game saying 6 points from 3 is our expectations. But because of game state and the way it went, I'm quite happy with 4 from 3 in the end. Which is, I suppose, is on reflection, some fans might comment and say, no, we should be beating Ipswich. I've got a lot of respect for Ipswich. I think they've made it really difficult for us, and I'm actually really interested to see what they do for the rest of the season. I'm glad that game's out the way. I won't lie to you. Just look at the stats and the shot maps. There was quite a few shots, mostly for Fulham, all coming from inside the box. There was one from outside the box, or literally on the line of the box. 51% possession to 49 in favour of Fulham. An XG of 0.95 to Fulham to 0.45 for Ipswich, which surprises me actually a little bit. Both had 4 shots on target. Fulham had 2 big chances to Ipswich 1. And I don't think that necessarily makes sense. I think Amari Hutchinson's chance was a big chance. Does big chance include the goal? I suppose maybe it wasn't a big chance because it was a shot from range. I don't know how these things really work. Yeah, in terms of pass accuracy, both 86%. So actually, maybe it was on as even. I just feel like that 5 minutes of added time, Ipswich had the better of that 5 minutes, and that's why I feel quite relieved that we came out with getting a point. I'm glad the international break is here now. I think it's time to just sit down and just breathe a little bit, because it was quite an intense start to the season. However, now we've got 2 weeks to just watch England or just the content won't be stopping on the Patreon, that's for sure. Daily content coming on the Patreon. So if you want to subscribe, you know where all the links are. We've built an incredible community there over the last few days. It's grown and grown and grown, which I'm so happy about and so grateful for. It's fantastic. This is for YouTube as well, and if you enjoyed them, please do subscribe to the channel. We're about 20 away from 600 subscribers. So yeah, I'm my main takeaway from this game is fair play Ipswich, fair play, good atmosphere, good team, good system. The way they pressed was good, and Fulham. We could talk about what needs to change going forward. Personally, I feel like, and I think it's most fans' opinion, Pereira needs to come out the team for me. Sanderberg needs to go into midfield alongside Lukic and play Smith Rowe as the 10. And then Anderson probably in for Diop. Diop had a really strong opening 2 games. I think Bassi was a little bit shaky yesterday as well. But I just think long-term, Anderson, Bassi will be the partnership. It might even be Anderson, Cuenca at some point. Like we saw at Birmingham, that was quite solid. But for now, it'll be Anderson and Bassi for me for West Ham. That's pretty much it for today. I'm looking forward to just making some content that's not necessarily press conference and match day driven. It's more evergreen. It's more niche. It's more stuff that you wouldn't normally see from a journalist or a journalist covering Fulham. So that's what I'm looking forward to over the next couple of weeks. The Patreon is the best place to get that. Like I say, is the only place to get that. £5 a month, daily content, lots and lots of interaction with the community, questions, answers, and requests of certain content as well. Thank you so much for watching. It's finished Ipswich Town 1, Fulham 1. And I tell you what, fair play Ipswich. And Fulham, didn't disgrace themselves yesterday, but maybe got a warning sign that no game is an easy game on paper. And we know that. We know that in the Premier League. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll speak again very, very soon.